Let's Talk World. And of course, your host, Maria Pereza. That is me. But anyways, guys, I am so honored to actually present you another guest this week. And today we've got a special guest in the house. Las Vegas' very own, the man who wears every hat in the industry, singer, rapper, songwriter, engineer, director, radio host, and the self-proclaimed King of Vegas, AlexXx P3. We're about to get real here, dive deep. I always get in trouble with my English language, and maybe stir up a little controversy. So let's do it.
Let's do it. How you guys doing today? Thank you for having me, Mommy.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much. So what are we going to get into today?
Well, all right, Alex. First things first. You've got this insane confidence, and you don't shy away from calling yourself the greatest. Like, I love it. But be real. Do you ever worry that confidence can rub people the wrong way? Do you feel like you've had to prove yourself more? You have to prove yourself more. You get to get out there because of that confidence.
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? Honestly, I know it's going to be a little bit controversial, but I really don't give a fuck if people like me or not. It's not my fault if you're intimidated by my confidence. And the thing is this. I'm learning, being in this industry for over 6 years now, doing radio. You got to let people figure out how powerful you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let people know who you are from the start, because then people start to manipulate and sabotage, and they kind of want to stop you. But I think it's crazy, because usually when I come in, I'm very soft, I'm very sweet, I act kind of unaware of what's going on. Mm-hmm. But really, I just want to see what everybody else is on. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if you're full of shit or not. You know, can I cuss on here?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to see if you're full of shit or not. So, I don't know. I've never really cared, honestly. I don't know. I feel like I have the right not to care, you know? And being an entertainer myself, my job is for you to like me or not. You know what I mean? So it comes with the job.
Yeah. And I always tell people that you don't have to prove yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you especially when it's an advantage, like what you're saying. It's an advantage to be confident.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
To be confident, because when you are confident, you know what you got, you know what you can do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think your insecurity, not your, but whoever, I think people's insecurities has nothing to do with me.
Exactly,
you know what I'm
right? Yeah.
So you need to catch up, you know? That's what it is, you know, but I think that's what it is, pretty much.
Right, I agree with you. And, you know, you talk about insecurity,
mm-hmm.
and if you're not confident enough, you know, I'm talking to a lot of people, if you're not confident enough, what happened is those people who have insecurity, they rub it on you and it affects you.
Right.
So, the reason why I love this man in front of me right now is because he just literally, I can actually mirror myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Oh my God, Maria, I don't give a fuck. Oh, Maria, you know, they said that you look, you're Filipino, I'm like, and who cares?
Right. If you don't like me, I don't care. But what I will say, I do care if you like the quality that I'm giving you. If you don't, you know, I'm one that loves constructive criticism. I know a lot of people don't, but I think it's what gets me better. I want to know if you don't think today's episode of my radio show was as good as last week. I want you to tell me, you know what, you didn't sing that good tonight. I feel like you could do better. What's going on? And it lets me know, okay, I wasn't on my game tonight. So next time I gotta really bring it. Yeah. Not necessarily prove myself, because I know how great I am. And I say that confidently. I'm not trying to be cocky. Mm-hmm, but as far as like me caring what people say, I think that's the only thing.
You can be cocky, it's okay.
Thank you, baby. But I think that's the only thing that I care about people saying. How did you like this week's episode? Do you think I'm evolving in this industry? Or do you think I need to do something to switch it up? And sometimes you can't really focus too much on that, because some people might be lying to you to stop you. You know what I'm saying? You might have had the best show of your life, or the best performance, or dropped the best song, or whatever, and they're just gonna go ahead and try to fuck with your head a little bit. So, you know, you gotta be...
They're not fucking with your head. Right. That is the part of the insecurity that they're doing.
Right. They're trying to rub that insecurity off on you.
Yeah.
So you just gotta know that, and it's very, very very easy. A lot of people think it's hard, but it's very easy to know the difference when someone is truly telling you because they want you to get better, or if they're just being a hater. You know what I'm saying? So, and two, I'll look people up and see, what are you doing compared to me? Not enough. So, then it's not really anything that I care about. So yeah, sorry, I talk a lot, you guys.
It's fine. This is your show. Well, you actually grew up with gospel in one ear and hardcore hip hop in the other.
Yes.
That's a wild mix.
Yes.
Did you ever feel pulled into different directions? Like, should I keep it clean or should I go all the way raw with my music?
You know what? Self-expression is self-expression. I never really cared too much. When I was younger, I would wonder like, oh, what if my mom hears? You know what I mean? That was probably the only thing. But my mom knows me as a person. She knows the young man that she raised. So she has nothing to worry about. I'm telling stories. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to my music. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like acting. Yeah. You know what I mean? The actors don't get in trouble for playing the bad guy. So if I'm going to be the bad guy in this performance, why am I being judged for that? I'm just bringing you guys a character. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So no, it really hasn't. I never really felt like I needed to choose one or the other, or, you know what I mean? Because of my background, I feel like if anything, it allows me to be able to be more relatable to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to people in this audience or people in this audience and they can see themselves in me. You know what I mean? And also too, somebody might be in the same position as me and feels like, I feel like I'm not enough because I grew up, from the hood but now I'm trying to be in the church. You just got to be who you are and accept who you are. And then if the other people do, that's great. As long as you're not being a bad person. You know what I mean? Nobody really cares what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Talking about, growing up from what is your word is?
The street.
Yeah. So you said that your dad was a real life goon and your mom was the church choir leader.
Yeah, the church choir leader, and she taught all the kids. So you know what I mean? It was definitely interesting growing up. But my mom comes from the streets. She ended up finding God later in life. She always wasn't the woman that she is today, and she's always reminding us that it's, I don't know. I feel like it's a beautiful thing that I came from that, because it shows that you can grow. Because that's not who my father is now at 50 years old. He's a whole different man. Yeah. He's not that little boy that he once was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I think to understand what I'm going through, you would have to have went through the same thing. So, but I never felt like any controversy for the two. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Is that affect you? Is it your childhood affect your thinking and the attitude that you have now? How did it influence you?
You know what? It definitely does, because I wasn't confident when I was a child. When I was growing up, you obviously can tell I'm a little fruity tooty. But you know what? I'm 29 years old. It wasn't okay really to be openly gay until 2020. 2020, all the riots, everybody wanted to act like we're supposed to do better, even though some people really didn't believe in it. They were just going with the movement. But I would say 2020 is when it was okay for boys like myself to go out and hold their hand with their loved one. Or even, I don't wear dresses or makeup, but I love that, these young men that are in high school can go to school like that now. You know what I'm saying? Right. I wasn't allowed to do that. In 2020, I was 24 years old. And for that first 24 years of my life, I've never been undercover. I've always, I can't hide who I am. You know what I'm saying? You just know. But I always had to feel like I wasn't open to just be myself. I couldn't just be the nice guy that I want to be, because if I talk to you, you're going to look at me because my voice is different. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so, I don't know. I think I would say yes, it did. It did influence, it influenced me, but for the better, my childhood. Yes. Because I decided I'm not a child anymore. Right. I'm a grown man, and I'm going to be a grown man for the rest of my life. I was only a child for a little bit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I think it's beautiful that I am able to look back and finally be the person that I know that I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's I would do, and that's why I'm so big on just being yourself. Because I never got to be myself growing up. I'll never know how it feels to have been that 16-year-old that was just out being crazy because I restricted myself. And I didn't even have to. Because honestly, what you did when you were 16, it doesn't really fucking matter now, does it? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, for the better. My childhood definitely changed me now.
Awesome. You heard it from him. He said, whatever, especially the young kids nowadays, is they are so like, how do I look? I'm fat, I'm short.
But we all went through that. We all went through that. Right.
And I remember, I know I am one of the pretty girls in high school, but I still have those insecurity, like I am, like I cannot do better. But, and I've been not really bully because with the status that I had back in the day, I don't think it's bully, it's more like insecurity in me.
Right, right.
Yeah, and I was like, I thought I'm the bottom of the pack all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and thinking about it, I'm really not.
Right, right, right.
And maybe it's because I'm adult now. I grown up, and now I'm like, it really doesn't matter.
Right.
I remember before I couldn't actually reach out to the valedictor
Right.
Of the class.
Right.
Because I felt like so small. And now I remember 15 years after, I'm having argument, or like a discussion about politics with him on Facebook, back and forth.
Right.
Like, I thought you're smart, you're not. So yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right.
What happened 16 years ago when you're 16 doesn't matter now.
Right, and I think you'll agree with me. Isn't it so beautiful that the older we get, every year we just give a fuck less and less and less. You know what I'm saying? It's truly, it's a curse, but it's also a blessing.
Oh yes.
For sure.
Yes.
You know?
Oh yes. Well, anyways, guys, we will be right back. We're gonna talk about the industry battles and Vegas music scene right here on Let's Talk World with AlexXx
P3.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.
I can already feel you judging me, and not for what I've done in the past, but for what I'm about to do. I had what mattered, and I got careless. Like, I don't deserve more. I don't deserve sympathy. I don't deserve to be here.
Where the hell are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?
Jenna! What is the matter with you?
Someone once told me, you may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's shot of whiskey.
Excuse me, ma'am. My car ran out of gas and I left my wallet at home. Could you please spare a couple dollars so I can refuel my vehicle?
I literally have nothing.
What's it gonna take to get you to join the program?
Get back, talk! If Jesus wanted you to have a dog, he would have blessed you with a foal and a leash now, wouldn't he?
I was not ashamed of the hatred that I had to bear. I shared it with them. They just didn't know. From their point of view, I was just some savage crusader, devil sent by a country of devils to kill. And that's what I did.
So, you just,
Here we go again. We are still here with Alex P.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about this rap game.
Okay.
You're known for not backing down for any battle. Has there ever been a time where rap beef got a little too real? Like, oh, damn, this might not just be a music kind of thing?
Definitely it becomes, this is not just a music type of thing, and that's usually what it really is. You know, it's always something personal. It's never could be just about the talent, because I think that's beautiful. If we're going back and forth just based off talent, like you want to prove you're better than me, I want to prove I'm better than you, I think that's beautiful, because that's what rap was created for. That's what hip-hop was created for, so that way we don't have to be violent with each other in the streets, and so that way we can fight with each other in a different way, in a way that we can know for sure we're going to go home peacefully to our families. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely does go a little too south at times, but you know what? I don't do rap battles, I do talent competitions. We're gonna rap first, after that we're gonna see who sings better, then we're gonna see who dances better. I want to be an entertainer. I don't ever just settle me to just be a rapper just like you, because that's all you are. That's not all I am. Because then after that we're gonna go on a live and we're gonna see who's the better talk show host. You know what I'm saying? It's a talent competition for me, not just a rap battle. So you know, usually, and I'm not being caught up, but usually people can't keep up because they can just do one thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I try to sharpen all my knives.
Ooh, I love that. It's pretty an advantage in this industry to be able to do it all.
Yes, because you don't know what's going to pop you off. You might just be focusing on singing, but radio was actually the thing that took me off. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And I never would have thought in a million freaking years I would have ended up being on the radio, and something, not even the radio, one of the top 2 biggest radio broadcasts of all the world. You know what I'm saying? So
all over the world, and it's gonna be
So you just never know. I feel like a lot of people think, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to act. I don't want to model. I don't want to write for other people. But that might be the thing that takes you off. That's, you know, and at the end of the day for me, baby, how am I going to get paid? Because singing is cute, but it don't really pay the bills. I'm just keep it real. There's not really a lot of money in music unless you're booking these big stadiums or, you know what I mean? Things like that. For a lot of the times, a lot of artists, even the artists that you see, think of the biggest superstar in the world. They're showing up to Saturday Night Live for free, baby. You know what I'm saying? That performance, performing on that alone is going to give them way more than the check that they receive for doing the performance. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what I got to say for that.
Well, since you mentioned about the Saturday Night Live, I just want to actually mention about our comedy night live show. We are inviting a lot of comedians, stand-up comedians, or even just comedian, even you're not stand-up comedians. Come and join us on our show. We actually include aspiring comedians, stand-up comedians to perform at least a 2-minute set, and then our 3 amazing hosts, Kelly Lee Williams, Ray Love, and Lexi, are the one who actually are the main hosts, and they actually say they've been in this industry for so long, running their own stand-up comedy in town, and they tell you, an honest opinion about how's your performance, and it is all about comedy. I
love that. It's like the Def Jam comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't get mad at them when they tell you, but they've been in this industry. We actually filmed that. We kind of slowed down this month because of my traveling, and expansion probably is coming up in the future, so that's the reason why we kind of stopped, but the next episode is coming up. So if you want to sign up with that comedy night live show, sign up, email me, admin at social media shows. Going back to Alex P, okay? Well, Vegas has some crazy talent.
Yes.
That's why I started that comedy night live, but it doesn't always get the same respect as places like LA, New York, or Atlanta.
Right.
Do you feel like the industry sleeps on Vegas artists?
Absolutely, but I feel like I know why. It's because our backyard, we can go and see Celine Dion, the biggest superstar in the world on the strip. We can go see Jennifer Lopez. We can go see Cher. We can see all these people who have a Las Vegas residency. We have the Raiders Stadium. There's true mainstream entertainment in our backyard. So with that being said, the locals really don't care about finding entertainment. That is your neighbor. That's really right there. Who's probably and I'm not downplaying nobody, who probably sing and dances better than the mainstream artist that has a show on the strip. Right. So I've always thought that. I've always thought because of all of the, what are they called? The residencies that we offer here, that it's like, nobody really cares about the people who are trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? But absolutely. I think there's so many incredible, talented artists. And that's why I started my radio show, King of Vegas Radio, because I wanted to just highlight us. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to be controversial, but we got stations like 97.5, 98.5, 100.5, always on the radio talk about, where are the Vegas artists? You could literally just play us, but you're not. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
So I went ahead and started that radio station, and then it turned into a nice radio show, and now we're here, man. We're going to go ahead and promote the city. And for me, it's not even about me being the famous one. I don't give a fuck who does it. I want just somebody to shine. I want somebody to shit on the entire industry from Las Vegas. Show people that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Because it definitely seems very impossible here. It definitely does at times. But there's no community. So that's another thing as well. Everybody wants to compete. Nobody wants to ever grow with each other. Yeah. So.
Yeah, with that attitude that we have, do you have anything, strategy in mind or plan in mind? How would we put ourselves in the map?
Well, I'm actually doing something right now. We're actually going to talk about it.
Yes.
From radio to television, ladies and gentlemen. I just, the only thing that I could do is share my platform with everybody. That's the only thing we can do. If you have a platform, share it. Don't be intimidated. That's one thing about me I think people don't like. I get inspired by greatness. I don't get intimidated by it. Right. When I see someone better than me, and yes, I know I love it. I love it. Yeah. I'm inspired. I want to be like you. Show me the way. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to get better than you one day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I call it is a friendly competition.
Yes.
And when you have a friendly, I always tell this since I started social media shows to everybody that, listen, there's no competition. The only competition you have is yourself.
Yes.
And
get better every day.
Yes, exactly. And the more people doing exactly what you're doing, the market evolved. And guess what happened? We're going to be all in the map.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I keep. If we just collaborate, every artist in the same industry here in Vegas, God, we could be like, we could top off LA, New York, Atlanta, wherever, you know what I mean?
And we see all the change that we can make when we come together, like instance, like Vegas Strong. When we all came together for that, it was just so beautiful. It was inspiring to see how much strength our city truly has. But unfortunately, we only come together when something really bad happens. Because everybody's just so focused on being the one that makes it, the one that shines, the one that puts the entire city on the map. Baby, if you make it, I make it. If I make it, you make it. You know what I mean? That's just how I look. That's how I look at it.
Well, anyway, guys, hang tight with us. We're coming back with even more real talk with AlexXx.
Stay tuned.
Got Films is a full-service production company that provides motion picture quality content and production services for use in the film and TV industry. Looking for a seasoned crew, high-quality equipment, or other production services for your film, TV, commercial, corporate convention, sports, news, or interview project? Your search stops here. Some of our projects include NASCAR, American Restoration, Pawn Stars, Counting Cars, Top Chef, BattleBots, Forge and Fire, and Street Outlaws. We have also produced over 60 feature films and documentaries. We're ready for all your needs. Whatever your project, whatever your budget, big or small, Got Films got you. GotFilms.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, social media shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
I spent a month in New York and a month in Jamaica trading Tom Cruise and Brian Brown in a movie cocktail.
I want to do what that guy's doing. It made Flair mainstream.
Lights are set, judges are ready.
I stood there probably 20 minutes and just watched. I had goosebumps. It's so difficult, it's so extreme.
Somebody should do a documentary.
Showmanship has been a big part of bartending since day one.
And then Vegas just blew up because, entertainment capital of the world.
I wanted to win.
$50,000, $100,000 purses at different competitions around the world.
I don't think people have ever really seen what we do to prepare for these things. Chapow pow. This is what it's all about.
So what went wrong? Egos took over and things were said which shouldn't have been said. It was going bigger and bigger and bigger.
There are growing fears of prolonged instability on Wall Street.
The money went out the window. You can sell a cocktail. You can't sell flair behind the bar. We had to deal with the prissy-ass bartenders.
We all want to be the best.
Well, my move is more difficult because I make it look easy.
Nights like tonight make me want to just stop competing because I don't think I'm cut out for it.
And I was standing there with my tooth broke right in half.
Why do I do this? Why do I suffer through this?
I don't really know why it's male-dominated.
There's absolutely male toxicity.
You want to play with glass, you're going to cut yourself.
Literally was up here and would touch bottom.
Well, welcome back again here at Let's Talk Word. So, Alex, you're not just about music. You got King of Vegas Radio, and you want to get into acting, and even have your own late night. Oh, no, not late night, but you're gonna have your own show.
One day I'm gonna have my own late night talk show. Yes, one day.
What's stopping you from making that move right now?
You know what? Nothing. Because, I started doing my radio station. You know what? When I started doing my radio station in 2020, nobody knows this, but I was living in a motel room. I had $30 to my name. Wow. And I just thought, I really want to do... I had one hit out called Nighttime Lover. I don't own the song, so they took the song down. I wasn't getting paid for it anyway, so it's okay. But that song helped me get a name for myself. And I could not figure out the next step. No, none of the radio stations in my city wanted to interview me. They never wanted to, play my music. And at that moment, I thought, what am I going to fucking do? So I decided to start an opportunity for myself. And that's when I ended up making King Radio. It was $20 a month to start my radio station. $20 a fucking month. I had 30. And I got $2 off for my first month. So it was $18 to start. That's how I started. I see myself on the late night. I see myself being Jimmy Kimmel, Jay Leno. You know what I mean? All of these people. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, why can't I do it? There's never been a boy like me on the late night show. So
you know what
I'm saying? So starting off on radio, then getting myself onto iHeartRadio. They gave me my own show. And now I'm here with SMS TV, about to do my own ITV. What is it, daytime or primetime talk show? Primetime talk show. You know what I'm saying? So it's step by step.
You always belong to the primetime.
I feel like I do too, baby. But for me, it's step by step by step. I'm getting closer and closer and closer. And nothing is going to stop me, no matter how much people try to. I'm going to get there one day. So I don't think anything's stopping me, really. Myself.
You're unstoppable.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. And I love that you brought up the film because I just finished shooting my first movie,
wow,
you guys. I'm so thankful.
How did you feel to have the first time on camera?
I gotta be honest, I was really nervous at first. So what I did, I came in and all of the actors were on one side. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, and this is what I'm saying. You guys see that I'm confident, but sometimes I second guess myself at times. You know what I mean?
We still have our flaws.
Yes, we do. We have our moments.
With flaws.
Yes. Okay? Those perfect flaws, baby. But the thing that I did, I stood on the other side by myself because I didn't feel like I deserved to be over there yet. Oh. You know what I'm saying? But the director ended up coming over to me. And Maria, I'm not trying to be cocky, but Maria, you know how easy it is to love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very just not shy, be myself. But also, too, I was doing something different. I told him, I said, yeah, I know that I'm here to act. Thank you for having me. But if you guys need me to help move cameras, boxes, things like that, I'll stay and help you do that. You know what I mean? And when I said that, he took me right on over to the actors, introduced me, and I was scared for nothing. They were so welcoming. They hugged me. They congratulated me. They didn't believe that it was my first movie. They thought I had been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I loved it, but I also know that that's not every set. So don't get comfortable thinking it's going to be, you know, happy and joy. But I had such a great time. I'm going to play a troublemaker that's, you know, cussing everybody out, but not cussing everybody out. But, you know, just be in trouble. It's called Movie Town. So make sure you guys stay out for that movie.
Nice. Movie Town.
Yes.
Directed by?
Steven Krasner. Steven Krasner, I don't believe he's the director, but I know he wrote it. And he's also starring in the movie.
Yes, he's my friend.
Yes! Yes! Make sure you guys check out his movie, Bad Substitute. Yeah, I was really, really happy to do that. I really, really
Oh, you were on the Bad Substitute?
No. Movie Town. I was really happy to just do that movie with him.
Yeah.
Yes, and we got to work with a huge movie star. If you guys like the movie Grease, if you guys seen the show Dynasty from back in the day, then you're gonna know this actor. I don't know if I'm allowed to say yet who it is.
Shout out to Steven.
Yes.
He always messaged me. I'm so sorry, Steven. I tried. I don't know if you see. I shared his post.
No. I'm always doing a million things, so I never get to be online.
Yeah, me too. I never. You know, I called these network social media shows, so everybody think that I am like 24/7 on social on the platform. No, I'm not. I do a lot of things, and they're like, "Hey, Maria, did you see my message or did you see my post?"
They don't understand how many hats you have to wear, especially when you're the CEO. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I didn't." And they're like, "Please comment." I'm like, "I will when I get there." And I never will. And I apologize in advance. Oh my God. But anyways, so you're now an actor. Congratulations. That's probably like kind of like a step up with you, and like you feel good, right?
It felt good knowing that the movie's gonna come out, because I've done a couple TV pilots, but you know they never got picked up or the green light. So I mean, I did one sitcom a couple years ago, and then I did like an hour-long drama. It was gonna be like an HBO Stars type of show.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they never met the time of day. But also too, this was 2017 and 18. The show, the comedy was going to be an all-lead gay men cast. It was me and 4 other men. One was an Asian gay man, one was a white gay man, one was a black gay man, and then me, the Latino Hispanic. And I loved that because we were going to get 4 different points of view from 4 different cultures, but you know, from the same type of culture. You get what I'm saying? That was incredible. But
diversity is always
right.
But
this was 2017. I won't say the network because maybe you'll work with me one day. They weren't, you know, it was 2017. We weren't ready for that just yet. We just missed it by 2-3 years. And then the next year, I was gonna star. I was gonna be a lead for an hour-long drama. I was gonna be a gay brother who adopts their siblings after our parents died. So it was gonna be kind of like, I don't know if you remember Party of 5. The show Party 5 was kind of like that, if you guys remember. But like I said, it didn't get greenlit. But it was I remember them calling me, telling me they don't want the lead to be a gay man. You know what I'm saying? And I understood it. It was just like just a year too early for that. You know, I know that if we were to go ahead and push those now, we would have took it. We would have took it. You know, but it gave me the experience, and now I'm realizing. Now it just hit me. That gave me the experience to go on set and be ready, and that's why people thought maybe I thought you had been doing this already. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I'm more excited about, y'all. The movie's gonna actually come out. People are gonna see it. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Well, anyways, I want to talk about your TV show coming up.
Yes.
But before we do that, we're going to go take a quick break. Please don't go away.
Stay tuned.
And welcome to the next exciting episode of
Arena War. Fresh batch of institutionalized gladiators fighting for their freedom.
Ready, here we go. You guys heard Perez?
Yes, smell that.
Get back!
Those on the line. The parole board has offered you a ticket out. Win Arena Wars, win your freedom. 7 arenas with 7 of the most vicious killers the world has seen in the last decade. You make it out alive, you get to go home.
Luke Bender, you're an innocent man. Innocent man can mean big ratings.
I'll be watching.
I think it's time to audition Mr. Bender.
No!
What was your last physical?
Cell block shower this morning. Oh yeah.
You ready for this? Hoorah.
Impressive showing out there tonight. You're the new fan favorite.
Are you with me? Cutie pie back for the kill.
If you want to live through this, we have to work together.
I'm watching you.
Smile for the camera, thug life.
Wow!
We have to finish this.
Come on! Hell yeah!
Doesn't sound much like rehabilitation, does it?
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.
Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across social media platforms. We produce over 70 shows with over 1,000 episodes. In the process, we've helped over 100 creators realize their dreams and start their own show. We give platforms to promote your business. If you are an artist, if you have an event, if you are entrepreneurs, or if you have a story. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe and follow us on major social media platforms. And if you have a great idea of a show, join us. Social media shows can help you produce and live stream your own show. Let us help you make your dream become a reality.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
All right, guys, welcome back to Let's Talk World. And, you know, here's the deal is when you find somebody that's almost, like your clone, you try to step back. And I did try to do that so many times for the 8 years that I've been doing Let's Talk World. So I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm probably gonna be stepped down on my throne as a star of social media shows, and we probably gonna have a brand new show that will take over Let's Talk World. So let's talk about that. So Alex, we've been actually planning this, a month now?
About a month now, yeah.
About a month now, and I really like you were on iHeartRadio. You have a lot of personality, and you actually have a lot of fan base. You have a fan base.
Yeah.
And I know.
Shout out to my kings and my queens. Thank you so much.
King and queens.
Yes, yes.
I'm just your princess, okay? I like the princess.
Yes, mommy.
I want the princess.
Yes, mommy.
Anyways, So I think that you are really overqualified, at least.
Thank you, baby.
For to interview people, because I love your energy. I keep on telling this to people, to be a really good interviewer of a TV show is you gonna be personable, no judgment. When you talk to your, even though you know everything about the person, you cannot judge them.
Your poker face has to stay on.
Yes, correct. You cannot be smarter than your interviewee. That's the reason you have them. Even though you are smarter, act like a dumb. That's what I did for 8 years, by the way. And then you gonna have to learn how to talk less than the other person.
Yes.
Yeah, and also the main thing is you gonna have to be personable. Otherwise, your guests will be walking out the door and you'll never hear that. Yes. And then you're gonna get sued maybe after.
Right.
So, anyways, let's talk about the show that actually going to what do you call that, after replace Let's Talk World. Wow. Until further notice.
Wow. First off, I didn't even know that. Thank you so much.
This stage is yours.
Oh, wow. Well, what do you want to know, baby? Well, for people who, I will say this, for the people who have heard my radio show, King of Vegas Radio, it's pretty much a spinoff. We're just doing it for TV, King of Vegas Live. Which, thank you guys so much. The fans voted for that name, by the way. It was King of Vegas Talk Show or King of Vegas Live. They wanted King of Vegas Live. So thank you guys so much for that.
That is perfect. I love that.
Perfect. I love that. Like I said, it's a stepping stone.
Good choice.
Yes. It's a stepping stone to my ultimate dream, the late night talk show. Mm-hmm. But you know what? With this show in particular, I really want to focus on Las Vegas.
Yes.
Las Vegas. I mean, we get enough of, you can go to any other outlet to hear about the world, but it's so important for me to share this platform with the city because people are very stingy with their platforms out in Vegas. And I remember when I first started out, nobody wanted to have me on. Nobody wanted to work with me. And I just for somebody to give you a little bit of a, what is it called? A little shot to share your spotlight. That's all I ever wanted growing up. But I didn't need it. I made my own and decided to shine myself.
Yes.
But this is what it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to give back what wasn't given to me. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with this show. I'm excited. What do we air? 4/18, 3 p.m. PST. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. What else would you like to know?
Well, tell us, tell our viewers what is the show about and how is the structure of the show so that they know what to expect.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just like my radio show. You guys can also go on YouTube and check out King of Vegas Radio. There's like past episodes from the years to come. It's just going to be like that. We're going to do Artists to Watch. The Artists to Watch will be for artists around the world. But undiscovered artists, I don't even want you to have too many followers. I really want to, because there's so many, like you said, there's so many talented people, so many women and girls that are talented than the people that are the biggest superstars in the world right now that are never going to get a chance. Yeah, so if I can just maybe share them my little platform, then that's all I can do. I really want to do live performances. I want to do reviews. I mean, one day I know one day we're going to end up going in the street and talking to the people. You know what I mean? It's a lot. Yeah. It's going to be a lot. I did that.
I remember I would be driving on the road and then I see performers.
Yes.
I really go on the parking and ask them, where are you guys from? Atlanta. They're from Utah, LA. I heard it and they're like, hey, here's my card. I want to interview you on my show.
Yeah. And I know that people don't really know what to expect because they think maybe it's a selfish show because it's called King of Vegas Live, but that's just my brand. Yeah. And honestly, surprised because my fans just started calling me that out of nowhere. I was just Alex P, but then they would just call me King. But also too, I didn't know that. So I know a lot of people get confused thinking that maybe I'm gonna have a selfish show because it's called King of Vegas Radio. But my fans actually gave me that name. I never called myself King of Vegas, but I didn't know that. Well, I have a personal relationship with my fans. If they DM me, I'm gonna DM them back. I know a lot of their business. Some of them know a lot of mine. Sometimes I'm like, oh, did I get too personal with this person? You know what I mean? But I didn't know. Speaking to these people, asking them, why did you call me King? Like, they say that they don't know a lot of people from Vegas. They don't know any entertainers from Vegas. And that's just really interesting to me. I'm a lot for my fans. I'm not saying for the people that have a name for themselves, because I know that there are some big stars out here. But my fans, they just told me, like, you're my first introduction to Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm really excited. to go live and finally have my own talk show. I knew I was gonna always have my own talk show. I always knew since I was a little kid. It was just in the books for me. I mean, there's no denying it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really excited, man. 4:18, 3 p.m. PST, right here on SMS TV.
Right, yeah. Say the title of the show again.
King of Vegas Live. Make sure you guys tune in on all of our platforms, but
Yes.
basically social media.
Socialmediashows.com. That's the main platform that we use is on our site, socialmediashows.com. Anything that you want to actually, if you ever want to reach out to us, is on the website.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of people is reaching out on different platforms, and I'm a one-woman show, so it's hard for me to keep up.
Yeah.
So, but if you go on the website, it's easier. It's connected to my phone. The messengers of social media, like the Instagram and everything, it's not connected on my phone.
Right.
But the website is connected in my phone, so I can see it right away.
Right.
So it's better to. That's the main platform, socialmediashows.com.
Yes, and shout out to my first guest at Astra, because she went ahead and sponsored my first show. She's going to be the first guest. I'm really, really excited to have her.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, but I'm always trying to get this money, so.
Yes.
But yeah. Yes, like I said, King of Vegas Live, 4:18, 3 p.m. PST, right here on socialmediashows.com.
Well, one last question.
Let's go.
Legacy.
You know what? I really, out of everything, I want people to look back and just say, that was such a nice guy. That was such a nice guy. I want people to, I don't know, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up because I was gay, and that was very taboo. I remember people thinking that I had AIDS at 5 years old just because I'm gay. You know what I mean? So I know how it feels to be the outcast. I just want people to look back and think, at least Alex was nice to me. If I can at least do that, everything else is just a cherry on top. That's really what I want my legacy to be. I just want to be known as a nice guy. A nice guy that helped when I could. I'm not Superman, but I could do what I can.
I'm a superwoman. You are Superman now.
I love it, baby.
Well,
my work wife.
Oh my God, I love that, man. Alex, this has been a crazy good outcome of. We actually, 2 times that we moved this interview.
Yeah.
You are so talented.
Thank you, baby.
You are an amazing man, and I can see a really bright future ahead, and I hope I have social media shows welcoming you to social media shows.
Thank you.
Will be a stepping stone and start for everything for you, and
yes,
and let's make this happen, man.
Yes, mama. And even though I've been doing this for 6 years, it doesn't feel like chapter 1. It just feels like the introduction. I feel like I'm finally starting now. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yes.
And
I'm thankful.
You see, that's not cockiness. That's not. It is. You are really a humble, overconfident guy.
Thank you.
I always
thank
say
you so
that.
much.
I'm like, I am very confident, and I'm not humble. Yes, you call me cocky. Yes, I am.
I love it. But you know what? I have to thank you. Just real before we go, I have to thank you for just believing in me, because not many people did. Not many people did, mama. And the fact that I really was like trying to show her what I could do. Do you remember the first day that we shot the pilot? I really wanted to just prove to you and show you. And even though you already knew, she already knew. She didn't need me to prove anything. And that was just so beautiful to me. But I just wanted to show her that, no, I want you to be sure that this is what we're going to do. And I love you. I really do. Friends forever.
Thank you.
Friends forever. You know what I mean?
Well, anyways, let me actually, I was going to say goodbye now, but I just heard something. He said that nobody else gave you a chance. I'm glad you guys didn't.
Me too, baby. Me too.
Anyways, thank you so much for gracing my show, Alex.
Thank you. I'm excited for you to come on my show.
Oh yes, absolutely. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this conversation again. I always bring you guys the best of the best, as I promise you, and the stories that actually give some food to your heart. And one is Alex, and
thank you, baby.
Please don't forget, we are live broadcasting every single day, Monday to Friday is from 9 a.m. to now it's 10 p.m. Actually, we extended one other show, so I don't know how we're gonna schedule this moving forward. But Saturday is all our red carpet events, and from 12 noon to 8 p.m. And also on Sundays is the Modern Word Ministries. It's all about God. So, yeah, so thank you so much. And you guys have a wonder weekend.
Wait, before you go, can I ask you one question?
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, one more show that's coming up is the cooking show. Please stay tuned on that.
Yes, I won't say anything, but I just want to know, Mama, how do you keep going? How the hell do you keep doing this? Because I know that there's a million hands swinging at you trying to stop you. How do you keep doing this, baby? I have to know.
Oh, well, I don't know. I just have the fire in me. Just actually somebody. Well, by the way, all the people that's coming after me are the fire that they are the lighter.
Yeah.
So when I don't have those, the fire going down. So please come at me.
Come on now. I love that, baby. Thank you for having me on, Mama.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys again next time. Oh, hold on. We're not gonna see you next time. He'll gonna see you next time.
See you guys 4/18, 3 p.m. PST right here on Social Media Shows TV. And make sure you guys have your cash apps ready because we're going to give away a couple $100. You have to be there live. See you guys then.